Well, I think he's well respected, amongst his teammates. And those guys know him better than I do because they've been around him longer than I have. But the thing that I see is I see a guy that's like 180 degrees, took a 180-degree turn from when I first got here. And, I see a guy that's really matured and taken a hold of the leadership role that he has. And I see a guy that's a tremendous worker, and where playing football and getting a degree is very important to him, and winning is very important to him. And, he's going to try to do everything that he can to help his teammates in this program, be successful. And, he's not afraid, in my opinion, to ruffle feathers if he has to. And I think you need guys like that, on your team. And he's not afraid to go up and help other guys become better at his position. Because again, I think he's one of those guys that just wants the program to be successful. And that's one of the things that was really impressive is, when he wasn't out there, I mean, he was coaching up the younger guys at his position so they could get better. I remember one day he came up to me and he said, "Hey, coach," he says, "I'm going down to help those guys out." I said, "That's great." And so, that's just the kind of young man that he is. And I'm just very happy for him that he's going to have the opportunity to be able to get back out there, again this weekend and start playing, because I know how important it is to him. And then you see the work and the effort that he put in to get himself back out there. And I mean, those are the guys you root for. Those are the guys you want to see do well because of what they put into the program and what they put into their teammates.
Being on the leadership council, having the guys pick you to do that, I think it brings out a different person in everybody. Having everyone have you to look up to, and knowing that you're the guy to go to does that. And I also think, as a senior, it's my job. It's my job to lead these guys. It's my job to make sure that no matter what, when I cross the stripe, I have to be ready to go. And I also, being injured for that month that I was hurt and not being able to go out there, and it sucked. I can't change that. I don't know how else to put it. Football saved my life way back when. It kept me out of a lot of trouble. It got me going. So having it taken away for an extended period of time when you should have been out, when I should have been out there, it did something to my heart. So I think I grew up a lot in that time. I came in rough around the edges, to say the least. Very rough around the edges. I'm a big fish in a little pond back in high school. So getting here, I got that same mentality. I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man. I can tell you a story, actually. They put me on kickoff. And I'm like, all right, this is easy. I got this. First day of pass, we're going full go. And I tell you, Jalen Stevens, who's no longer with us, he transferred. He ran right through the middle of me. Boom. And that was my first experience to being like, I'm no longer the best player here. So from that to being who I am now is more humble, more like, okay, I know who I am. I know what I can do. Now let's use that to use to my advantage. I'm also, not as hot-headed, like I told you, like everyone knows around that knows me, I'm very emotional, I'm very, like I wear my heart on my sleeve, so to speak. So I let my emotions get the best of me when I got here. Now I can hold back, I can control myself. When I'm angry, I can kind of step away from the situation. When I'm too hot, like too happy, I can kind of like, all right, let's calm down, things like that. So as a person, I've grown that way, and as a football player, I've become a lot smarter. I mean, behind Coach Diaco, sitting with Coach Diaco for hours on end, and having him teach me the game, how to take notes, how to look at film, how to actually read a key instead of just flying around and being athletic. Things like that helped, especially in this defense where everything you have to read your key, you have to be on point, you have to be, to the T. Like if you're out of place, it's bad news bears for us. So I think coming from what Coach Diaco and his staff taught me to this staff, it was a great thing. Now it's time to put it all together. And like I said, I haven't done that yet. Seeing, actually, instead of just hearing what they're saying and kind of like, okay, you know, coach being coach, seeing what he's actually talking about. You know, Coach Hooley and I think we've grown a lot together and during my downtime. And I think now that I can actually see things the way he's seeing it helps. And, you know, I think seeing everything from the outside looking in and now being on the inside looking out,
Right.
it gives me a whole new perspective to the game, you know. So I think that's where I grew a lot of being able to see the X's and O's and the little things and everything. It made me see things from a coaching standpoint. So now I'm not on the inside looking out just to be like, okay, coach is being coach. I'm on the outside looking in. So that's pretty much helping me see things that's from the coaching, okay, the little things, the little techniques, the little nuances to every little thing. That's helping me see that now. And now that I got that and I'm back on the field and practice, I'm trying to, you know, work that all into the way I play. And I'm trying to bring the younger guys with me. So I always have to check myself. Being the emotional guy I am, the hyper guy I am, you know, I'm ready to ride right now. You know, if you ask anybody, I'm ready to go out there. We can play today, tomorrow, and the next day, and I'm going to be ready to go. So right now, I mean, it's going to be really exciting for me. Playing at an ACC school, you know, it's going to be loud. You know, the louder the better for me personally, so that's going to be good for myself. But I'm ready to ride. That's the only way to put it. I'm ready to go and hit somebody other than my own team.